Hi there everybody and welcome to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at this watch, which is the SteelDive or SD1970. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with this watch, it is a homage to the Seiko 6105, a true classic that was worn by Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. Now I bought this watch on AliExpress's 11/11 sale and it cost me $104 including delivery. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm in sort of two minds here, because on the one hand, I can't believe the quality of this watch, but on the other hand, it's sort of ruined it because it makes me wonder whether we should be paying more than $150 for any watch. Anyway guys, let's take a look at the watch in further detail and I'll give you my opinions. Before we do get started though, if you do like the content, please do consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you do have any comments, put them in the section below and I will come back to you. Anyway guys, let's take a look at the watch. Okay folks, so here we have it, the SteelDive 1970 Captain Willard homage. So this is, as I said in the start of this video, it is a homage to the 6105 from Seiko, which was made famous by Martin Sheen, who wore it in the Apocalypse Now movie. Now, yeah, where do I start with this? This has been a revelation for me, and I do need to say thank you to Jody at Just One More Watch. He is costing me a fortune in these types of watches. And he started off, put me on to Pagani's, and now SteelDive. And I've got to say, you know, the Pagani's, whilst I love them, the lume is no way near as impressive. And again, you know, Chinese marketplace at AliExpress, so, you know, everything that you see sometimes is not what you actually receive. But I was really impressed with the lume that I saw on this watch in the pictures. So I thought, you know what, let's get one. And for $104 delivered, I really didn't expect much, to be totally honest with you. But I am absolutely astounded. I've got to say, this is by far the best value watch I have ever laid my hands on, without a doubt. Well, as I said at the start of the video, it really makes me question why you should be spending any more than $150 on a watch. So let's just start with the basics. You're looking at a case size of 44 mils across the way, and you have a lug to lug of 46.8 mils. So thereabouts 47 mils, which isn't actually too big. Now, one thing you would say is because of that 44 mil diameter, you might say that's probably a little bit too big. But the lug to lug, because it's so short and compact, it actually wears really well on the wrist. Now, I'm showing you some footage now to prove that. Now I have a 7¼ inch wrist, so it's not massive and it's not small, but well, I hope you agree, it looks quite good on my wrist. In terms of lug size, you're looking at 20 mils, and case thickness, you have 13.5. Continuing on with the actual case, you do have a ceramic bezel, which has a lumed insert, 120 clicks, and is quite stiff and secure, very little back play, and does fit back at the 12 position. You see there you do have that 430, is it? Yeah, 430-ish crown, which is signed and screw in, and you do have that nice elongated crown guards which form part of that cushion case. Finishing on the watch is very, very nice. On the side you can see you have a very nice polished finish, and then that lovely brushed finish up at the top. You have a sapphire crystal anti-reflective coating, you have applied indices, SteelDive logo, and that wonderful seconds hand with that red end tip. Now in terms of customization, you can choose to have this as a sterile dial if you want, and SteelDive also do it in a blue and a green colorway with matching bezel. As you can see, I got it on this nice vintage sort of rubber strap with a Panerai-esque buckle, also branded SteelDive. The rear of the watch, see you have the nice SteelDive logo, have some information in and around the sapphire crystal, the automatic movement, so on and so forth, and then that wonderful brushed finishing, almost like a monoblock case in some respects, but 200 meters water resistance with that screen crown, so you can wear this in the water without fear of wrecking it, which you know, for a watch at $104 is, well, borderline remarkable, in my opinion anyway. Like I say, they do it in some different colorways, and you can get it on a metal bracelet. I chose just to go with this rubber strap, but you know what, I might just go and buy myself another with a bracelet, because you know what, quite frankly, you can be paying 70 to 100 bucks for a bracelet alone, and if I'm getting bracelet and watch for 104 bucks, then you know, you'd be a fool not to go and buy a different colorway of this one. SteelDive do make other brands, other models, but like I say, I think for me, this is the one that I would be most keen to get. And to be clear, SteelDive haven't asked me to review this. I paid for this with my own money, so I'm giving you, and I always will do, regardless of how the watch is received, a genuine review. And like I say, you know, I might be gushing about it, but honestly, guys, I've not taken it off all week. It's just been an absolute pleasure. It comes in a nice little sort of pelican case as well. Presentation is fantastic. Again, for that price point, I'm just speechless. Anyway, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this and some of this macro footage and on the wrist shots that I've put up for you. If you do have any questions, though, please do put them in the comments section. I am more than happy to come back to you with some, if you've got any specific questions. But other than that, thank you so much for your time. I wish you all well, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Take care. Goodbye.